Let me tell you, this crazy adventure we just went on.
Your love, I'm gonna make you mine. There's something special about your love. I think it's one of a kind.
Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is well. We are here starting the day. We've been up for a little bit, but I just wanted to pick up the camera and see you guys and kind of tell you what we're doing today. Look at my life.
Little boy, you're not even watching this.
Look at this. Editing. Kellan's over here eating some cereal.
You about to eat bubbles if you don't stop this.
And Dan is here, looking handsome. So I've been up for a little bit, but we've just kind of been organizing our mind, our spirit, our path. And I have this book. I think it's called Clever Fox. This is the Clever Fox Weekly Planner Pro Premium Edition. It's really good for like organizing your week, organizing your month, and all that stuff. This is the month and year part, and then this is the yearly part. The front of it is like a goal setting. It does like goal setting activities and stuff like that. It allows you to do your vision board. To be honest, I didn't get into all of that. It helps me organize myself, but you have to stick with it. So I have it. I know I have it, but literally I've used it for 1 month and I put it down. And I'm like, I paid a good amount of money. It's either between $30 and $40, maybe $50 on Amazon. And as with anything in life, as with any trait, as with any habit, if you know what you want to do, and you have a plan to do it, but if you don't execute the plan, it's like, you know, what's the point? I know I get overwhelmed and anxious about like what to do next. Like I know I have to do X, Y, and Z, but like what X, Y, and Z is, you start to think about, oh, well, I have to do number 1, 2, and 3 of X. And then you're like, well, Z takes priority. If you're writing it down, if you're organizing it, which this is the tool that I'm using to organize, I feel like it will aid in decreasing my anxiety. Today I woke up kind of overwhelmed, and I'm like, it is literally like a gorgeous day outside. Pretty sure you'll see Dan in the next couple of clips showing you outside because it's a beautiful day. We were like, oh, we're gonna do October decorations for like Halloween and Thanksgiving, and I'm like, no. Made a reservation for Epcot. Hopefully we'll be able to have time to do it, but days like this, they're not far and few in Florida, but it's not hot outside, it's not cold. It's gonna dip down into like the 70s, like high 70s tonight. That's like the perfect weather, especially for Epcot day. So sometimes, like, you know, you gotta just pause from the list of monotony you have to do and enjoy life. And Epcot is, you know, my happy place. If I had to name anything as my happy place, Epcot is it. But yeah, it's a kind of a chill day, but I'm gonna edit.
I guess I'm gonna be going outside.
Yes, he will be, because I want you guys to see outside. But just a little bit of motivation. Sometimes, you know, in life can overwhelm you, and you just kind of have to slow down. For me, what works for me is I write it out, check what I can check off. And if I can't check it off, bring it to the next day. You only have a set amount of hours throughout the day. Whatever you can accomplish, you accomplish. But remember, the enjoyment of life, happiness, has to be primary. My goal today is to go to Epcot and drink some wine, eat some food with the love of my life, my +1.
All right, my people. So earlier, Lisa was volunteering my service to show you how nice it is outside. And initially, I was like, "Who going outside?" Cause you know, I was having a lazy vibe. But literally, I stepped outside, and even though it's not always like this, it's rarely like this, to be honest. In South Florida. Today is one of the days that you really appreciate the subtle difference between South Florida and Central Florida. Like right now, it should be at the hottest that the day is going to get. But it feels like you'd really have to stand in the sun. To all my people that are from like hot climates, you know, Florida sun and Jamaica sun and them thing, they're not normal at all. So it's like, especially here in Florida, usually you step out in the sun and the time it takes you to get from the garage to the car and the AC to turn on, you'll start sweating. This feel like you could be out in the sun forever. So it just has that warmth to it. You definitely feel the hot if you're not from down here, but it's not humid at all. There's no cloud covering really. It's very sunny with very little cloud covers. Hopefully you guys didn't just get blinded by the sun, but it's a very nice day. Like Lisa is a Disney head, so her only description for a perfect day is like the perfect day to go to the park, which is fair, because you need a perfect weather day to be able to walk up and down in the park. Spending your money and saying I'm gonna go on September 4th or October or whatever date is, no matter what, is not gonna work, because when that rain hits you or that humidity hits you or whatever it hits you, it's not to say you can't have a good day, but this is the kind of weather that's great. If I'm nitpicking, could be a little bit more breezy, but we're kind of used to not getting that much breeze. Plus over by the lakes, what you end up with over here is some breeze that comes off the lakes. It definitely feels like it's gonna get cooler in the nighttime. We wanted to build the fire pit that we have and replace the table that we have out here. Hopefully at the next place we live we'll have space for both of them, the table and the fire pit. But for now we're going to use the fire pit as the table because it has like a tabletop. What am I doing outside? So besides feeling a little bit like paranoid that I wasn't doing anything, like Lisa is editing and like we're just chilling, I was like, you know, maybe I can get the stuff ready to go to the park if we're really gonna go to the park today. Then I thought, yo, you know what, there's a couple of projects that I needed to do outside, so you guys get to do the boring stuff with me. Yay! Don't worry, you won't have to tolerate too much of it. I promise we will be doing some fun stuff later. If you haven't been following the vlog, I'm just putting up the camera, but like if you have been following, this is post Hurricane Ian, and of course thoughts and prayers for anybody who is affected by the storm. We came out very, very well. I have to give thanks for that. One of the things I had to do was take down one of the cameras, and then I noticed this little mesh thing was pushed up, so I'm going to try to fix that. I do have the smaller ladder. I feel like because I am vertically challenged, I guess is how people like to say short, I might not be able to reach the mesh thing, so I have to go get the next ladder. I don't know why I never just get it in the first place, but it is what it is. I'm gonna put up back the camera that has the solar panel on it. So there is where the camera and the solar panel normally are. We're gonna get those back up, and then this is what I'm gonna try to fix. Now of course the challenge is, or the question rather, not the challenge, is I don't know what that vent is, because all the bathrooms are on the other side of the house. They did all of the plumbing on one side of the house, and the laundry vent is over that side. The kitchen vent is over there. I'm guessing it maybe has something to do with the AC. I don't know, but we have no idea what that is to, or what it's connected to. While I'm out here, I might also try and clean out this. Now watch all the cobweb. It's not decoration for Halloween, but yeah, that need for take down and clean down. And I possibly going to put in the orange bulb if I can find it for Halloween. Alright, so what you guys have missed is I ended up stopping being lazy, and I got out the other ladder. I kind of OD'd on how high I took it. I obviously didn't need to take it that high, but I wanted to show you guys that the tree frogs, these squirrel tree frogs, still take up residence here, so I don't know if you can see that one there. To be honest, like, Do I want them there? No. But here so doesn't bother me as much as in the sliding glass door. And like Lisa made a good point the other day. Like if them would stay in the other side of the sliding glass that we don't open, it'd be bad and not so bad. But them hang out right in the doorway, and I feel like either one day we're going to slam the door on one of them, or them going to jump into the house and it's going to be a whole nother on a much smaller scale, but like the snake, or like the other day when our neighbor had one of them in the house. Anyway, let's get to work. Actually, going to take you guys with me up there. For safety first, I always want to make sure that the ladder is stabilized and footed properly. That is just from back in the day. Like that's prime, like firefighting, ladder safety and thing. Yo, them thing you always feel flimsy as hell. Like them rock. Like they're not always that stable. Looking yummy with all of these spider arm things them all over it. Just the cobweb and then the place where them have them eggs in there and all kind of thing. Looking great. Anyway, you guys gonna have to just build a little bit and wait. Sorry. Without a cameraman, I can't safely be up here with one hand. So, see you guys in a little bit. Alright, last time I check in with you guys before I get something actually done. So I was still up there, but I decided to go get my goggles.
Safety first.
So if you watch one of our previous vlogs, we showed like this weird crazy stick bug. And one of Batman's lesser known villains, you know the Riddler? Well, he has a female villain named the Googler. My wife sit down, she's secretly the Googler, okay? So she went and Googled this thing and terrified herself. And just made me more aware about the fact that like I think we take for granted when we go on we do these things. But anyway, the thing is that crazy bug,
it's called the two stripes, and it's because it's two of them hanging out on each one hanging out. So
on
there was
the
actually two of the bugs.
Yeah, there's a two stripe I don't know, stick bugs or something, I know. It have all kinds of weird nicknames like the devil's horse and the witch's horse and some other things. But anyway, that bug can spit as a defense or like spray as a defense, something that is not only just like stink like a stink bug, but can like
burn your eyes
and blind you and burn mucosa and all of that. That mean mouth, nose, all of that. So obviously I'm not wearing a mask, but after that I'm just not trying to get no spider or no dead bug dust. One thing I have to say is this thing always feels flimsy, man.
It does. It looks
the ones that they put in, the generic ones.
Look at all that dust and... It's not dust. What is this? Like spider webs and cobwebs? Yeah, like the cobweb. Them catch up the bag of dust and dead bugs and... Baba, why are you using that screwdriver?
What do you mean? What's wrong with that screwdriver?
I'm just saying. It's like this little like emergency screwdriver. That's my upstairs screwdriver in case I don't want to go get the toolbox.
This wasn't upstairs.
Where you find it then?
This was in the drawer. You see how Lisa come trouble me? Because I was content in my struggle until you reminded me there's a better option.
Well, I don't have goggles on, so I got to back up.
Don't you? Alright, simple thing. The bulb is in. Alright, so the next step is to wash out this nastiness in water. The one thing Lisa keep trying to remind me is that these stupid glass panels will lift up. Alright, so after how much warning, it ends up sliding out. Anyway, so all I couldn't get off with the hose, I'm just going to end up just wipe off with the same dirty rag I was cleaning the ceiling with. I was telling Lisa a while ago, something that I was unimpressed about and might still end up being the same, to be fair, in a single story, is that while the top of that roof area looks like the rest of the cement walls, I just not used to building like this. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So while all of that looks the same, this being cement looks like that up there. All of that feel like you could have thumped your hand through it. It's all wood with the aesthetic. Like, I don't know, I just not feeling this new construction like cost effective to the maximum. What can we save money on? You know, like instead of making this cement, we can make this just look like cement. Like, nah, bro. Again, for something as permanent as a purchase of a home, I know HGTV and all of these like home improvement channels have us thinking about houses like these like short-term investments, like 3 to 5 years, and flip the house, and you know, flip or flop on all of these shows have us thinking like that. But a house is it's a life achievement, is a lifetime of purchase potentially. You know what I mean? Like, as much as we're looking to buy a starter home for our family and thing, you have to have the idea that you could be there for 10 years or longer. You know, you could end up just loving the property and just not letting it go. Or even if you decide to move, you might want to keep the property as a rental property or alternative property for your kids if you're well enough off to have them have a starter home or something. So it's just, I just don't like stuff like that. I don't know what this is gonna look like in 20 years. You know what I mean? Like, are they built fast or are they built to last? I don't know which one of those two are true. Maybe this is just ruthless efficiency and it is going to last very long, you know. But I walk around in there and yeah, I have a couple pounds to drop, being delicate about saying that I need to lose some weight, but I just don't like how the board or the wooden floor feels and all of that. And like, again, the houses being the most expensive they've been in the history of our country, you know, I rather go spend my money on something that was built in the 80s or the 90s, that's all cement and all of that, that was built to last, you know, rather than spend the most money on something built in 2020 through 2022 that's new construction, if these are the kind of things that you have to put up with. Anyway, off my soapbox about new construction and my problems with that, because I could be very wrong. I'm not a contractor, I don't know those things, but that's just how I personally feel. I hate that faux stuff. I hate faux pockets in fashion. I hate things that are meant to look like something when it's not that, unless there is a purpose for it. You know what I mean? Like, is it a decoration or are you just trying to get away with the look with being cheap? All of that came from me changing a bulb. I ended up taking out the other bulb and I'm just going to put up the panel after I wipe this down. I'm going to put that back up, and one project done. We still don't actually do the project that I came outside to do, which is put back the camera, but we'll soon deal with that. So until I turn the camera back on, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, so peak aggravation. Please, rule of thumb, don't be like me. I took down this light and lost the damn screws. I think I might have found the other one. Just as I got to share that with you. So, thank you for being my good luck charm. Anyway, let's stop making this into a big task, because I know you guys will much rather see us getting ready to go to the park than see me still out here making a mountain out of a molehill about changing a light bulb and putting up the solar panel. I mean, how many Daniels does it take to screw in a light bulb? I don't know, maybe just one, but how long does it take Daniel to screw in a light bulb? Now that is the real question. Alright, I absolutely love turning on the camera and saying this. Mission accomplished. Everything is up, camera is working, I can see perfectly where I want to see. And I repaired this thing. I did need the other ladder, but it wasn't actually the height that was the problem. It was the fact that that A-frame ladder that I have, I can change the elevations, and I'm not sure if you guys can see, there's like a dip between the two houses, so I needed that to get up there. I ended up cutting another piece of mesh and putting up there behind the big old fat mesh that could basically only keep rodents out that they have up there. So a little bit of house maintenance. Now time to get inside the house, drink some water, because I'm doing horrible with drinking water. And yeah, start getting ready to go on the road. Now that you've endured the work part, now we get to the fun. So, see you then. Alright, so we're here in the garage. I finished what I was supposed to be doing outside. And against better judgment, rather than just go inside, I guess I'm just looking at where the Halloween stuff is. Let's see what we can find. I see something promising. I see some Halloween colors here. This might be inside stuff though. Can you believe that how much years later, 2022, we still have boxes that say reception on it? That is stuff from our wedding. I think that this box here, so, is the other Halloween decorations. So I think I am officially going to put this on hold for now. Until I can get that done, let's just go inside. But this, on the other hand, is something that I definitely want to get done. We need to buy another propane tank to have for the fire pit, but if I could have this up and have even one night with it, even if it's tomorrow night, before we go back to work. Lisa likes to ask me like if there's something I want to achieve on the weekend, and I rarely am prepared for that question, which I like that she motivates me to be more organized, you know, and have a goal in mind to get more out of my time off. But this is probably my goal. So anyway, let's get inside, get cleaned up, look a little fresher. Maybe I might want just a touch-up shave or something, and some beard work, glorious beard grooming. And yeah, let's do that. See you guys in a little bit. Alright, so we're back inside and it's beard grooming time. You guys had enough of me yet? Because I really can't get enough of you. No, literally, I mean, I can't get enough of you. So hit the subscribe button. Remember, like if you like, but if you really want to show some love, hit the sub and hit that bell as well. Also, you guys are going to get to see the grooming techniques here, and then a little bit of cleaning up the lines with the beard, and that's gonna be it. So stay tuned. For now, let's speed it up. Quick shave. This is usually when I will ask Lisa to give me a spot check. I'm right on time, even though she wants to leave here right now to get to Epcot. She still have fear here for the. Until we turn the camera on again.
So you may think we never go on rides, but we do. Not that often, but we do. Today we are going to be going into the Seas at Nemo. Kellan is a little grumpy, so we'll see how that goes, but yeah, I'm excited. See you inside.
Hey.
It does look creepy. Ooh. Under the sea. Under the sea. Oh my god, that's not Little Mermaid. I'm singing Little Mermaid in Nemo, so let me stop. Yay! Ooh, I look blue. Say hi, guys. We're going under the sea. That was a fun ride. Kellan enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Dan, did you?
Afterward.
Yeah, the afterward smile. In the ride, he's like, I'm not really sure. But as soon as we left, he was like, yeah, this is my thing. I like this. So we are heading over to, is this the right way?
This is the long way, but yeah, we're passing where Kipton
right
EO used to be or whatever.
Can we go this way?
Yeah. You're gonna pass the green area and then you're gonna get there.
This is the long way. So yeah, we're going to World Showcase right now. There are 3 things I wanted to eat
before I left here today. One of them was a treat from France where you could put some rum on it. So that says it all, right? Second one was lamb chops. Third one was the poutine.
Where's the poutine from?
At the refreshment center place. So we'll see if I actually get to eat those 3 treats, but that's all I was asking for. But it is getting late. You know, we try to head back to the front by 8:30 and it's roughly 7:10. It's a bit crowded. I don't like a lot of crowd. It makes me anxious. It just gets to be like the lines are long. Can't really seem to enjoy it. So I think the sweet spot is to be here for like 4:30, 5 o'clock. And then you can make your way around the World Showcase. By 7 o'clock, everyone has left work and is now here. So it seems to be very busy. I don't know if people are leaving and this is just traffic of people leaving, but right now it's very busy.
I'm gonna do my best to try and show you guys everything that we get. So one of the things off of the list, we have the lamb chops. Mine, even though it has a cut in it, kind of thick. This one I must have known was for Kellan. And then that one.
It's for me.
So first bite.
The line at the refreshment point.
Yeah, it's looking crazy right now. It goes all the way back there. Shout out to anybody watching that sees yourself.
Might have to get that on another day because I cannot not come here and get my treat from France.
I don't know what the France treat is, but that poutine line is not it right now. Not saying the poutine isn't worth it, it's just not it right now. Anyway, see you guys in a little bit.
I love the spicy salmon.
Alright, so I had to rethink a couple of things. 2 of the things Lisa wanted, the lines were long. They were long enough that like you couldn't get it, but just long enough that we just couldn't bother. So we got these instead. So chicken teriyaki bun, which is so much better than it looks, but it's just so good. And then Lisa got adventurous and wanted to try the salmon, which actually looks pretty good, I have to say. This is the something lemon something. It is weirdly sweet for something that's like lemon. It's like a lemon candy flavor. And then this is the lamb gyro or hero, however it's supposed to be said.
So I need to pick out your red onions.
Please. That is love, because I hate red onions with a passion. Onions I'm getting into as long as they're cooked, sauteed, something like that. But the red onion thing, I still can't do it. No thank you. Anyway, there's love in action right now, as Lisa is scraping out those red onions for me. Kellan is good and still should be on track to to go to bed tonight because his nap was very short. Just basically halfway through the drive over. And he's chilling otherwise. Probably get some cheese out for him. Put her face. Alright, so lamb gyro. So nothing like revolutionary, it's just a pizza, but it's a decent pizza.
Not the best pita you've ever had.
Not the best, but definitely far from the worst. A little bit more than it can eat, but not exceptional. I don't know if you I don't know if you would like come all the way back to Epcot to get this. But if you're already here, why not? At this rate, I'm going to done it before Lisa even get to taste it.
So first bite. I know I would eat. It was crispy though.
Oh, onion. I will say I can tell how onions would work in this, but just for me, the red onion, no thanks.
The first bite, I don't think I had the onion, but I put an onion in my mouth. I like it. Definitely not the best I've ever had. Excuse me.
So, the general consensus is
Eat your onions.
it's decent. If you eat onion, eat it with onion. I can see where even me, the onion hater, can see where it would enhance the flavor. Not the best, but far from the worst. Like I said, you wouldn't travel here for it, but if you're already here, and worse, if you want to try another drink there, you can try it.
Doesn't sound very convincing.
You don't have to be honest.
Was that convincing at all? That wasn't convincing to me. Pretty much what he just said, don't buy it. Because your face said it all.
I'm not getting paid from paycheck to be able to say it's the greatest thing ever. But if you're already in line, you're not gonna regret, like you're not gonna be like, oh, I wasted my money, this is the worst thing ever.
How do you like that?
The drink though, like I said, it's more like lemon candy flavored than lemon flavored. But I'd buy the drink again, even though it's a little small. Salmon something. Just remember that the L is silent.
Salmon. Not salmon. I still say salmon. Yeah. It's good. The least thing is like I don't know why you're here. This one has
For
a way.
decoration.
It is, but it's like in my way. Let me see if it tastes. If there's like a.
What's that's like the best green you've ever tasted? Not by that face that you're making.
I don't know what green this is. It's like kind of lemon flavored.
Lemongrass.
It's weird. Kind of tastes like soap, like lemon soap.
That
but-
sounds gross. That sounds
Yeah.
like fennel.
Yeah, but it's weird.
Lemon fennel.
Yeah, that's good. Good. Switch.
It's good.
It's good, right?
And I like the rice, the weird sticky.
Yeah, it's kind of sticky, kind of dry, but it's, you know, has a stickiness to it. Did you try the greens?
Not yet, but you made it sound like I'm not gonna like it. Let's try it.
Here's another really great stop to breastfeed. It's kind of quiet. There's some tables over here. You can kind of get away with it in the cut. So remember that. But we're gonna drink. Yeah. Hello. May I do a Tokyo sunset and a sparkling dragon face?
Sparkling dragon. 23, 43.
Maybe you can pull this out. Your wallet. Your wallet.
Huh?
This paper.
Where's my wallet?
You don't see your wallet? I don't have it. The last place you were was in China. Thank you. Sunset. The sparkling dragon. Currently in guest relations. Let me tell you, this crazy adventure we just went on. Dan lost his wallet somewhere.
Somehow between the Japan stall and America sitting down at one of the benches or something, I dropped my wallet out of my pocket or something happened.
Dan purchased some food in Japan that you guys saw, and then we stopped in America to eat.
Luckily, I kind of was the one doing the purchases, so we know the general time about where when I lost it.
But we literally backtracked and went all around where we kind of showed you. Dan then did all of that, and then I went behind him and checked again. We could not find it. We went to one of the gift shops, and they said they sent a wallet to the International Gateway. We thought we were going to the International Gateway, but we actually didn't. What the International Gateway is the
way to get in from coming from like the boardwalk. It is on the other side of the park, way over by the back entrance. This is not the hugest deal. It is an inconvenience, but that could have worked out to be a lot worse.
We ended up at the front guest relations office, and they called the International Gateway.
No, they said they have it in guest relations.
So very thankful that someone turned it in.
Some good Samaritan turned it over, and then Disney's pretty good about getting it back. They have a whole system of even if they don't find it today, like you can go online with a description and all of that.
And if you are watching and you found Dan's wallet, we love and appreciate every bit of that. We know in this world not everyone is honest, so we appreciate that you did that.
Doing my due diligence, when I have to cancel a bunch of cards and get a bunch of new cards. Luckily, I don't know any of these cards by like heart or anything like that, so it's not gonna be the hugest inconvenience to just have new cards sent. Anyway guys, I'll see you when I'm done taking my exercise for the night, walking the length of the park to get over to the other exit.
So we're probably gonna see you in the car or at home or on the next vlog. Again, thank you for coming for another fun-filled My Plus One vlog. And if you like what you see, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification because we do this ever so often. Bye guys.
I think it's one of a kind. There's something special about your love. I want it all the time. You will always be my inspiration.